In the heart of China, a land of ancient wonders and breathtaking landscapes, lies a river that has been both a lifeline and a challenge for centuries. The Yangtze River, a majestic waterway, has shaped the destiny of a nation for millennia, its currents weaving through history and culture. It has witnessed dynasties rise and fall, empires flourish and fade, all while relentlessly carving its path through the heart of the country. But the Yangtze is not always benevolent. Its unpredictable nature has brought devastating floods, causing immense suffering and destruction. To harness its immense power and control its often destructive floods, humanity embarked on an unprecedented engineering feat, building the monumental Three Gorges Dam. A project of immense scale and ambition, it aimed to tame the untamable. This concrete giant stretches nearly 1.5 miles across the mighty river, a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Its sheer size is awe-inspiring, a modern marvel that dominates the landscape. Standing tall and proud, it reigns as the world's largest hydroelectric dam, a symbol of China's ambition and technological prowess. For decades, visionaries and leaders dreamed of taming the Yangtze's relentless floods, seeking to protect the millions who lived in its fertile basin. They also envisioned harnessing the river's energy to fuel a growing nation, generating clean, renewable power for its burgeoning industries and expanding cities. The dam's powerful turbines now tirelessly power sprawling cities and vital industries, driving economic growth and improving the lives of countless people. Meanwhile, its vast reservoir stretches for hundreds of miles, a colossal body of water reshaping the region's geography. This immense project has undeniably transformed the landscape, leaving an indelible mark on the environment. It has also profoundly altered the lives of millions, requiring the relocation of entire communities and reshaping their traditional ways of life. But this monumental achievement came at a significant cost, a cost that continues to be debated and analyzed. Countless ancient villages, fertile farmland, and irreplaceable historical sites vanished forever beneath the rising waters of the reservoir, a sacrifice for progress. The dam's primary roles are multifaceted, serving several crucial functions for the region and the nation. First and foremost, flood control, protecting downstream communities from the devastating floods that have plagued the region for centuries. Secondly, the generation of clean energy, providing a sustainable alternative to fossil fuels and reducing carbon emissions. And finally, improved navigation, facilitating the movement of goods and people along the Yangtze River, boosting trade and economic development. Today, it stands as both a guardian and a disruptor, a symbol of human achievement and a source of ongoing environmental concerns. It is simultaneously generating vast amounts of electricity and holding back potentially catastrophic floods, providing essential services to millions. However, it is also triggering profound and complex changes in the delicate river's ecosystem, the long-term consequences of which are still being studied. The Yangtze, once a wild and free-flowing river, a force of nature untamed and unpredictable, now contends with a permanent and imposing barrier, its natural rhythms forever altered. The story of the Three Gorges Dam is far more than just a tale of remarkable engineering and construction prowess. It is a complex narrative about the delicate and often precarious balance between human ambition, technological advancement, and the preservation of the natural world. Its legacy is still being written, unfolding day by day as scientists, policymakers, and communities grapple with its multifaceted impacts. It is a story shaped by the relentless flow of water, the enduring strength of the earth, and the ever-changing dynamics of this vital river system. Every river carries more than just water on its surface. It carries a hidden cargo, a silent traveler that shapes landscapes and sustains life. It transports sediment, the lifeblood of its ecosystem, a mixture of minerals and organic matter. This sediment is the foundation upon which much of the river's vitality rests. The Yangtze's silt, sand, and gravel carried along its immense length are key components of this vital cargo. These materials have, for centuries, built fertile plains and nourished the river's delta, creating a landscape rich in agricultural potential. Floods once spread this rich material across the land, a natural process of fertilization and renewal. This created some of the world's most productive farmland, capable of yielding abundant harvests year after year. The fertile soil is a direct result of the river's sediment deposition. Sediment also protects the coastline, acting as a natural barrier against the relentless forces of the sea. It replenishes the delta, combating erosion, and maintaining the delicate balance of this coastal ecosystem. Without this constant replenishment, the delta would slowly disappear. The river's sediment load changes with the seasons, reflecting the dynamic interplay between rainfall, erosion and flow. Raging floods bring torrents of mud, a visible sign of the river's power and its capacity to reshape the landscape, while dry spells leave the water clearer, revealing the riverbed and highlighting the scarcity of sediment during these periods. Before the dam's construction, the Yangtze delivered over 500 million tons of sediment to the sea each year, a staggering amount of material. This constant flow shaped habitats, creating diverse environments that supported a wide range of species. It fed aquatic life, providing essential nutrients and resources, and defined the river's unique identity. Now, understanding this hidden cargo is crucial, more important than ever before. It is essential to grasping the challenge the dam faces, and the potential consequences of disrupting this natural process. The river's natural rhythm, erosion and deposition, has been interrupted, fundamentally altered by the presence of the dam. The Three Gorges Dam must now contend with the consequences, both intended and unintended. It must deal with the challenge of trapping this vital sediment, preventing it from reaching its downstream destinations. The fate of the river's ecosystems and the land it sustains now hinges on how effectively we manage this altered sediment flow. The future of the Yangtze hangs in the balance, dependent on our understanding and responsible management. The story of the Yangtze's mud, its composition, its movement, and its impact, is central to the dam's future and the future of all those who depend on this mighty river. Building a dam across a mighty river changes everything. The Yangtze, once swift and muddy, now slows behind the dam, forming a vast reservoir. As the water's energy drops, sediment settles, gravel and sand first, then silt and clay. The reservoir becomes a giant settling pond, trapping the mud that once flowed to the sea. Downstream, the water released is clear but hungry. It scours the riverbed, eroding banks and the delta. The river is now divided. Upstream, it gathers sediment. In the reservoir, it deposits it. Downstream, it erodes. This fundamental change disrupts the river's natural sediment transport. The dam's wall stops not just water but the very earth the river carries. The consequences ripple far beyond the dam itself. The Yangtze's ancient cycle of renewal and nourishment is broken. The challenge, how to manage a river whose very nature has been altered. The Three Gorges. Dam is both a marvel and a test of our ability to live with nature's forces. Sediment was always expected at the Three Gorges Dam. Engineers knew that the flow of the Yangtze River carried with it not just water, but also a substantial amount of eroded material from upstream. But the scale of accumulation is staggering, far exceeding initial projections. The sheer volume of sediment being deposited within the reservoir is creating significant challenges. Each year, hundreds of millions of tons of mud and sand settle in the reservoir, a constant influx that never ceases. This relentless deposition is a major concern for the dam's long-term viability, steadily filling the space meant for water. The reservoir's capacity is being eroded, bit by bit, year after year, reducing its effectiveness. The heaviest materials drop out first, settling closer to the river's original course within the reservoir. These coarser sediments contribute significantly to the overall volume reduction, while fine silt drifts closer to the dam wall. This finer material, almost like a muddy soup, poses a different kind of threat, potentially affecting the dam's infrastructure. This unwanted guest is slowly stealing the dam's storage capacity, diminishing its ability to perform its intended functions. As sediment builds up, the reservoir holds less water, impacting its ability to buffer against droughts and provide a reliable water supply for flood control and power generation. The reduced capacity directly affects the amount of electricity the dam can generate and its effectiveness in preventing devastating floods. Land use changes upstream, like deforestation and farming, exacerbate the problem. The removal of vegetation and intensive agricultural practices loosen the soil, can accelerate this process, sending even more mud downstream. Increased erosion leads to a higher sediment load in the river, compounding the challenges faced by the dam. The dam is in a constant race against the river's relentless delivery of sediment, a battle against natural forces and human impact. Every cubic meter of mud is a lost opportunity for water storage, a direct reduction in the dam's intended benefits. The problem is mostly invisible, hidden beneath the surface, a silent accumulation that often goes unnoticed by the casual observer. But its impact is real and growing, posing a significant threat to the dam's long-term functionality and sustainability. The dam's long-term success depends on managing this silent threat. requiring innovative solutions and ongoing efforts to mitigate the effects of sedimentation. If left unchecked, sedimentation could undermine everything the dam was built to achieve, jeopardizing its ability to provide flood control, power generation, and water resources. The battle against mud is as critical as the battle against floods, a constant struggle to maintain the dam's effectiveness in the face of environmental challenges. The future of the Three Gorges Dam hinges on this struggle, demanding innovative strategies and sustained commitment to overcome the challenges posed by sedimentation. Sediment buildup isn't just a nuisance, it threatens the dam's core functions. Abrasive silt can damage turbines, reducing efficiency and causing costly repairs. As mud fills the reservoir, flood storage shrinks, forcing earlier and riskier water releases. The safety margin for downstream cities erodes, increasing flood risk. Sediment also smothers habitats and concentrates pollutants, creating environmental hazards. Upstream, rising sediment can raise water levels, threatening cities like Chongqing and clogging navigation channels. The dam's lowest outlets, designed to flush sediment, can become blocked, trapping even more mud. The immense weight of accumulated silt adds stress to the dam's structure. Each layer of mud compounds the challenges, from machinery wear to flood control and environmental health. The quiet settling of sediment is a growing, urgent problem. Managing this weight is essential for the dam's survival. Engineers are locked in a constant battle with sediment at the Three Gorges Dam, their main weapon-controlled flushing during flood season. By lowering the reservoir, they unleash powerful currents to sweep mud through deep sluice gates. Timing is everything. Too early wastewater, too late risks floods. This annual operation is vital to slow the reservoir's gradual filling. Beyond the dam, China fights erosion at its source with massive reforestation and soil conservation. Planting trees and terracing hillsides helps keep soil out of the river. Mechanical solutions like dredging are considered, but the scale is daunting. Innovative ideas like sediment bypass tunnels are being explored for future projects. The fight is waged at the dam, across the landscape, and in the minds of engineers. The outcome will shape the river's future. The future of the Three Gorges Dam stands at a crossroads. One path: current strategies succeed, sediment is managed, and the dam continues to provide energy and flood protection for generations. The reservoir might evolve, operating at lower levels to let more sediment pass, balancing power with sustainability. This future demands constant vigilance and investment in upstream conservation. The other path: sedimentation accelerates, overwhelming management efforts. Flood risks rise, turbines suffer, and the dam's benefits erode. In the worst case, the dam could become a liability, its gates blocked, its purpose lost. The choice between these futures depends on action, innovation, and respect for nature's power. The story is not yet finished. The river's fate and the dam's hangs in the balance. The Three Gorges. Dams' struggle with mud is a global story. Its hydroelectric power displaces millions of tons of coal, helping fight climate change. The dam is a living laboratory, teaching the world about the challenges of large-scale engineering. Lessons learned here guide future dams in Brazil, India, Africa, and beyond. The Yangtze is a vital artery for global commerce. Any disruption affects supply chains worldwide. The dam's impact on navigation and shipping can ripple through economies everywhere. Above all, the dam reminds us that even our greatest achievements must bow to nature's laws. Sediment is a force no dam can ignore. The Three Gorges Dam is a lesson in humility and responsibility. Its story is a warning and a guide for the world. The Yangtze is more than water, it's a process of movement, change, and renewal. The dam is a brief interruption in the river's ancient story. Mud buildup isn't a flaw, it's the river's natural response to an obstacle. Humanity's challenge is to coexist with the river, not conquer it. Success depends on working with nature, flushing sediment, restoring forests, and constant vigilance. Every great project has consequences that ripple through the Earth's systems. The future of the dam is unwritten, shaped by those who manage it and the river's enduring power. The Yangtze will keep flowing, carrying its cargo to the sea. Our most lasting achievements will be those that learn to bend with nature, not against it.